Willkommen zu dieser neuen Reaction. Wir schauen uns heute Dinge an, die eigentlich unmöglich sein sollten, dann aber möglich wurden. Einfach weil das Thumbnail fucking krass aussieht. Let's go.
Moments where we thought we did the unthinkable. Most of us sadly don't have a camera on us at all times to capture these things happening, but few people are lucky enough to be caught on video when they somehow
Ich will eigentlich einfach nur die Achterbahn sehen, oder? Wer will noch einfach nur die Achterbahn sehen?
make the impossible seem possible. Ready to see these awesome people? Let's get it on. This is hardly an achievement, but it's one of the most amazing things you'll ever see. It's a guy falling off his skateboard. But
Den Clip.
wait, it was accidentally timed
Ach so, no. Ich dachte, wir kennen den Clip schon, aber das ist ein
so
anderer.
perfectly that the board misses hitting anyone by rolling between the legs of not just one, but two
Das sind zwei Leute sogar? Holy shit.
people who are right in front of it. Don't you wish life
Das ist so der andere
came together this
Perfect-Moment.
perfectly all the
Alter.
time? Sometimes you don't even need to try. Something you did just somehow turns into something awesome. You're probably thinking, this guy's gonna hit that
Den Clip kennen wir aber schon. Jetzt flippt es
baseball in some
und
amazing way. Nope, it's even more
wo hab ich den denn schon
impressive
gesehen?
than that. Usually, casually flinging something over your shoulder isn't anything to
Der bleibt jetzt stehen, der
get
Bad.
excited about.
Das
But
ist
this
ein cooler
baseball
Clip.
bat had other ideas. For some reason, and no, I can't
Das sieht, egal wie oft, ich glaube, wir haben das schon irgendwo anders gesehen, aber egal wie oft ich das sehe, es sieht einfach immer falsch aus, oder?
explain it. It
Holy
bounces
shit,
and
man.
lands upright on its head. That is not the way bats usually like to stand.
Alter.
Maybe
Vor allem, das on purpose zu machen, ist so fucking schwer. Ich schwör's euch. Ich habe auch schon einige Trickshot-Videos gemacht. Das on purpose zu machen, ist quasi
it's
unmöglich.
not impossible. I'm no scientist, but it's definitely not likely to ever happen again.
Vor allem, dass es noch gefilmt wurde.
Remember the water bottle challenge? Good. This is basically
Moment. Easy. Oh, jetzt bin ich getriggert, Alter. Oh mein Gott, Alter. Ja, ich erinnere mich dran,
the same idea, but it makes the water bottle challenge look like child's play. And ironically, it's also done by an actual child, so that phrase probably needs changing. This kid attempted to flip a pencil, which somehow landed face up. That should have been impossible. There's no water inside a pencil that would help it land upright. In
The fuck, Alter. Wie oft hat er den geworfen? Schätzung. Bestimmt 5000 Mal, oder?
this should have
Der hat
never
den locker
worked, and
5000
yet
Mal schon
somehow
geworfen.
it did. Judging by the look on his face,
Er freut sich aber auch richtig.
he also thought it was insane to even try
Digga.
it. He can't believe
Holy
he got it
shit.
right, but he did. And frankly, he deserves an
Das sind die Momente, wo die Simulation, einfach kaputt geht.
award.
Mann,
I'm
Alter.
warning you now. This is one of those things that even though you're seeing it with your
Fuck.
own two eyes,
My question is, what the
Wie macht sie das?
there's no part of your brain that can believe a human can actually do it. This is Shamika
Ist das der Limbo-Weltrekord?
Campbell, and she can limbo like nobody else on
Alter,
earth.
ich habe am Freitag in einer Show Limbo gezockt und ich war richtig scheiße. Und da hat irgendjemand gesagt, der Limbo-Rekord liegt bei 10 Zentimetern oder so ein Kram. Und ich dachte, wie will man das machen? Das geht doch gar nicht. Und jetzt sehe ich das hier. Alter, krank.
These bars are just 12 inches high, but the
Was sind 12 Inches? 30 Zentimeter. Okay, das ist immer noch fucking wenig.
lowest limbo isn't even the Guinness World Record she's trying to break. She's going for the longest distance to limbo under 12-inch bars. She stole the record with just over 10 feet 2 inches. How low
Alter.
can you go has just been taken to the next level.
Boah, das ist anders krass. Was sind deine speziellen Fähigkeiten? Limbo.
I'm sure most of you dream of having reflexes fast enough to stop a punch in midair.
Das wäre schon sehr
Maybe for
cool.
most of us, it's a little too much to ask for. But with the right kind of training, people can do amazing things. The balls coming out of this pitching machine are traveling at 100 miles per hour. And the swordsman, to make things a little more difficult, is just feet away. Cutting the ball in half would be impossible for us, but not him. He moves so fast.
Alter, wie viele Frames sieht man den Ball überhaupt? Guck mal, der Ball ist nur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Frames ist der im Bild. Das ist so wenig. Also ein Sechstel einer Sekunde.
I almost didn't even have reflexes
Alter.
fast enough to see it. And before you ask, he definitely did cut the ball in half.
Boah, Alter.
There are records, and then there are world records
Manche Menschen checkt man einfach nicht.
that smash the
Was ist mit meiner Stimme los?
Ones in a way that makes you think you'll never see anyone beat them. This is one of those unbeatable records for sure. Have a look at this absolutely incredible stunt by David.
Warte mal, ist die Rampe, die da haben, einfach aus Eis? Wie cool.
Stunt by David Wise.
Wow.
That's
Imagine, du wirst da
him breaking the
aufgespießt.
record for the highest
Wow, Alter, da hätte ich ja Schiss, einfach aufgespießt zu werden.
pre-ski air on a hip. Sure, it looks high even to an untrained eye, but how impossibly high was it really? He destroyed the previous record set at 36 feet 11 inches with his jump that measured an insane 46.5 feet.
Alter, ich muss erstmal wieder umrechnen, weil ich keine Ahnung habe, wie viel Fuß was sind. Feet in Metern. Der Typ ist 15 Meter hochgesprungen fast. Krank. Absolut krass.
It's 9.8 feet better than the previous title holder. Well, good luck to anyone trying to better Wise's record, because it probably can't be done. Most people who are looking for a little adrenaline rush turn to roller coasters. They're just exciting.
Jetzt kommt das Thumbnail. Kurz noch einen Schluck trinken. Der Grund, warum wir alle auf das Video geklickt haben.
And fun enough to give thrill seekers what they're looking for without risking too much. At least that's true if you're riding roller coasters the normal way and not the way Dirk Auer decided to try it. Instead of doing it the safe way, he decided to
Alter, ich habe irgendwie hätte ich schon Bock, das zu machen. Das ist so fucking insane.
roller skate down a roller coaster with none
Wie,
of the safety gear
Alter.
usually offered by roller coasters.
He's fighting the G-forces from flinging him into the old tip.
Wie trainiert man sowas?
It could have
Holy
gone
shit.
very badly, which probably won't surprise you, but luckily for him, it all went well as he skated into the record books, making this impossible stunt look easy.
Krass.
Just because loads of people skateboard doesn't mean that doing it well is easy. It's actually a pretty difficult sport. This stunt takes it beyond difficult though. Now I've seen people struggle with basic leapfrog on the ground, but to attempt it on a skateboard over not one
Ich finde, das Krasseste daran ist, wie er das landet. Wie kann er das landen, ohne dass das Board einfach so wegrutscht? Ich springe manchmal so einfach auf ein Skateboard und dann rutscht es schon weg.
but two people is just crazy. It seems so likely to fail that most people
Vor allem
would
einer springt ja noch hoch.
Never even
Guck mal, er springt ja sogar noch hoch. Das heißt, wie hoch springt
thought to
dieser Typ?
try it. These guys are not most people though, and they proved that by not only attempting,
Krass.
but actually executing that unbelievable stunt with all
Krass.
three of them on skateboards, and it's every bit as amazing as they probably imagined
Wie oft auf die Fresse gefallen dafür? Ja.
it would be. Most people wouldn't be brave
Stefan Fett und Elton John Ski.
enough to launch themselves off 24-story high ski ramp under any circumstances. It's dangerous at the best of times, and even the pros can and do make mistakes attempting stuff like that. Adding a spin while you're flying through the air makes it even more dangerous. But to do all of that backwards, well, probably anyone would have said it
Was ist
was
das überhaupt für eine Rampe, Alter?
impossible until
Yo.
Sammy Carlson did it.
Sammy Carlson, die Legende.
Luckily, instead of it all going as badly as people would have expected, he nailed
krass,
it
Mann.
and proved to everyone watching that it was possible. But still, I don't think anyone else will be attempting it anytime soon.
Das ist krass, Mann.
Humans weren't designed to fly, so of course any sport that puts us in
Haben die gerade die Mittelfinger gepixelt?
the skies is bound to be dangerous. They require so much skill, even on just a basic level, and so most people stay far away from them. So it's anyone's guess how this man is capable of the precision landing in this clip. 1 minute, he's flying through the air. The next, he's sitting on a bench like he's been there all day. No big deal. How did he even get anywhere near the bench?
Wie schnell er da auch angeflogen
Never
kommt,
mind
Alter.
actually land on it.
Yo.
Guess we'll never know. There's a reason why people love tennis. It's because every
Der Kameramann sitzt so da und denkt sich, bitte treff ihn nicht, bitte treff ihn nicht.
now and again, someone lands a shot like this one, and it's simply
Ist das krass? Ich habe keinen Plan von Tennis.
miraculous.
Ach so! Er schickt das rückwärts. Ja, moin!
Miraculous.
Alter!
Rallies always get exciting when a player moves to the net like Pablo Cuevas did here. But this time, unfortunately, he put himself on the back foot. Or did he? Anyone else would have definitely lost that point, but not him. He simply pulls out a
Legendary
crazy
moment.
backward, no-look shot that sails past his opponent perfectly. That kind
Und er denkt sich nur so, fuck.
of shot would never work in most people's hands. But Cuevas is no ordinary man. He doesn't need to aim to land a perfect shot. Football is a notoriously exciting game. There's no shortage of matches filled with incredible moments, so for a single moment to stand out, it has to be really spectacular. Zlatan Ibrahimovic definitely managed to score one of those
Ich muss mich outen. Ich habe keinen Plan von
goals
Fußball.
that'll go down
Ich habe wirklich keinen Plan von
in
Fußball.
history.
Bin ich ganz ehrlich.
This goal is only one of the 4 he scored against England in this match.
Ist da was, also kurz in den Kommentaren auch mal vielleicht erklären dann, oder könnt ihr mir vielleicht erklären einfach, warum ist das jetzt krasser als ein anderes Tor?
But it was
I don't
definitely the most
understand.
incredible. Most football players
Ach
never
so,
even
er macht so einen Fallrückzieher,
attempt
okay.
bicycle kicks, let alone trying it from 35 yards away from
Okay, jetzt verstehe ich's,
the
lol.
goal would have resulted in nothing for most players. But he actually scores, making this one of the most impossible kicks to actually land in the net ever.
Boah.
Have you ever tried skimming stones? It's
Ich habe noch nie mehr als 2 Flips geschafft. Ich verstehe nicht, wie man das machen kann. Das ist
not
Hexenwerk.
even nearly as easy as it looks, is it? Dougie Isaacs is the Guinness World Record holder for furthest stone skimming. Actually, he's that
Der Stein hackt.
record holder 8 times.
Yo.
And his most recent attempt was actually to beat a record already set by him. It's so calming to watch until you
Alter.
realize just how far that stone is traveling. And then it keeps going and going. How
Was glaubst du, wie lang sucht er diese
far
Steine?
was that? You won't believe this, but it traveled
Alter.
400 feet. When
120 Meter? Digga.
most of us can't skim a
What the
stone just
fuck?
4 feet. 400 really is one of those incredible records that aren't likely to be stolen in our
Alter,
lifetimes.
krank.
Except maybe by Isaacs again.
Yo. Das ist so geil. Alter.
Elevators were invented for a reason.
Ich frag mich halt auch wirklich, also was für Steine und wie schleift er die vorher oder so?
Humans just can't climb a building as fast on their own as an elevator can. But Polish speed climber Marcin Dzierzynski decided that he might just be faster than an elevator and set out to prove it. His team built a special 6-story high climbing wall for him, which in fact is much higher than most. Turns
Einfach Real-Life
out he
Spider-Man.
was right.
Wenn jemand in echt Spider-Man ist, dann der Typ.
Somehow he's actually
Alter.
faster than an elevator. But the rest of us should stick to taking the elevator
Krass.
because there's no way we can do that.
Zack. Jo. Da checkt man auch erstmal, wie schnell ein Aufzug wirklich ist. Weil wenn man im Aufzug ist, kommt es einem gar nicht so schnell vor. Yo.
You don't need to play golf to know that large
Krass.
bodies of water are not your friend if they get in the way of your ball. Unless you're John Rahm. Then you might want to go looking for a couple more ponds.
Alter, das ist der
At the
Real-Life-Trickshot.
Masters, he
Wenn du es einfach an der Weltmeisterschaft oder so
decided to
machst.
take a shot and just ignore
Yo.
the fact that there's no ground between him and the hole. Now that's a kind of risk only the very best
Trifft
golfers
er auch
would
noch?
take. Miraculously, he managed to skip the ball over the water as it went all the way into a
Alter.
hole-in-one.
Was? Sogar noch
There
Hole in
are
One?
so many things going on here that
No,
should have
Moment,
never
Moment,
been
Moment.
possible.
Digga, das ist krank. Sowas passiert doch nur Oh, ich habe meine Wasserflasche umgeworfen. Sowas passiert doch nur eine Million Mal. So, oder?